do a recap
I read some little,
our
little,
previous sessions to bring everyone up to speed.
just little nasty boys attacked us. Well, first we found the interesting cube and
Yes.
learned a lot about it, but also nothing about it, which is fun. I suppose the things we learned is it was keeping time or something to that effect because it was sending out a pulse at regular beats. It was floating. It appeared to be producing fog. It is at least a known feature in the landscape of this particular part of the world. So it's
We
not
did
like,
not discover it, fortunately.
yeah, no, we're not the first or the last. It just is a thing that it's just a fixture.
Mm-hmm.
We passed by our version of Stonehenge casually and
Yeah.
did some tourist photos.
Mhm.
And essentially after that, it was the measles encounter in the woods. I think was it that night or the next day? The next night, rather. I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, we were attacked in our sleep by measles, who had the ability to shadow jump, essentially, and also drag people with them. Their preferred method of hunting was shadow jump from bush with some wire around the neck, pull into bush, and we almost lost a friend. But for some truly fucking clutch thinking on Dawson's part, we would have lost a friend and a fucked up lizard. It would have been a double tragedy, and the worst part is we'd never know what happened.
Damn, double humble.
Probably never would have known.
We could run around all night, never gonna find you.
Yeah, truly, truly incredible.
Yeah,
Truly an incredible series of events.
yeah. You even forced the DM to activate your trap card by asking an innocuous question, which is excellent.
Yeah, which you don't know when, but at some point,
Oh, it's gonna burn you.
I'll get you for that.
Yeah, you burned our one chit we had for maybe getting our head out of water. That's it for that.
It was everything was very clever. It was very clever.
No more getting to see the little sneak peeks of a tree.
Next time you're just gonna have to misty step underwater and deal with it. You're just gonna be in the puddle 15 feet that way. But yeah, I think that was all that happened. We had a little bit in town before that, right?
Yeah, I think you started the journey, and these were like the first
Yeah.
3 days, and it is currently the 13th of chess, your third day of travel out of
Right.
10 days to get to the beginning of the festival on the 22nd.
Right. Okay. Then yeah, it was the first day we found the cube. The first night nothing happened. The second day nothing happened, and then the second night is when we got attacked by the measles.
Yeah.
And we, I think, ended with we are essentially waiting until morning and then potentially taking a rest then. If only because I rolled a high enough nature check to deduce that they would they'd be very unlikely to attack us during the daytime because they are nighttime hunters.
Yeah, yeah. I think some people decided to stay up a bit. Others, finished out, their long rests
Right.
as appropriate.
Yeah, the rest of us, I think it was actually Rayner, right, who volunteered to stay up.
Yeah.
And everybody else
That
got a
sounds
long
like my
rest.
edgy ass. Yeah.
You did because I used a cure wounds on you because you were hurt and still volunteered to stay up while everybody did long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Cody, you get some inspiration for the recap. Thank you for bringing us all up to speed. Appreciate that. Cool. It is the morning of the 13th. If anyone has decided to stay up completely and not finish their long rest, then they will need to make a Constitution save against exhaustion. Rainier, I know you initially had taken first watch, and I believe the attack happened, I think, on the third watch. So
Second
unless you
watch.
like want to sleep at some point and like have a later beginning to the day, what is it that you would like to do?
I think I'll just power through and pull an all-nighter, and then just be up for when we're ready to leave.
Okay, very good.
Like,
Actually,
Wahoo!
Eh.
would it be a
Okay.
long rest or a short rest for me?
It's a long rest for you because you're an elf, so you only need 4 hours
Yeah.
of meditation time.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're
But
right.
the other 4 hours are still like light activity.
Uh huh.
You can't like go and run a mile or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could spend time around camp helping keep watch, that kind of stuff, or
Yeah.
like reading, light activities.
Elf supremacy.
Yeah, elf supremacy.
So many
You
more
also
days.
can choose to sleep if you ever want to sleep. You can just choose to,
Mhm.
but you don't require it. The trancing is different.
Okay.
Um, okay. Rainier, I believe that's 1 point of exhaustion for you.
Yeah, dog.
Yay!
For Dawson's edification, there are 6 possible levels of exhaustion, each one with incrementally worse consequences, including the 6th level, death.
Oh, that's lovely.
Uh, when we get up, I will use an action to convert one of my spell slots to a potion and hand you, Rainier, seeing that you're a fucking dragon, and say, well, when combat's about to start, just drink this. It'll give you a pep. It's Big Bab's Bold Britches brew.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. If you need one to make you faster, I could do that too, but
No, I don't think I need that. Just need
right.
this, and they'll shake the bottle.
Yeah, don't drink it though until like
Yep.
it's shit's kicking off. I think it's only gonna last like a minute, but
Which one is that?
it is elixir number 4. It's boldness.
Okay.
Essentially, roll a d4 and add the number to every attack roll. I'll actually link it when you use it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
I can
do the
apply
thing
it to
where,
you.
yeah, if you use it and then hit target them and hit apply, it'll apply it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. It's the day is yours. What would you guys like to do? I mean, there's travel obviously, but is there anything anybody wants to do on this day? Anything you guys want to get up to?
I'm gonna eat some rations real quick.
Yeah. Hey, make sure so it's third day of travel. Make sure you
Mhm.
denote rations, right? You've had 2 days of ration usage. Also, how are you handling Basar's food needs? He needs food and water just like everybody else.
That is true. Well, luckily we are, amidst trees, and he has the free capability to go and snag squirrels and bunnies.
And birds and shit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can he
If you
eat wood?
Uh, I think he can, but should he is a different question.
I can feed him. I got the necklace. It'll bring like mice and snakes and
Oh,
I'm very scared of that necklace. I think last
But
time it was
why?
involved.
it had nothing to do with the
He
thing.
gotta. That's a fucking
I
lizard. He
think.
gonna eat bugs just as easy as meat.
Oh, that's fine. Yes.
Yeah.
I was scared of the big.
Well, okay. Well, you can. If you're afraid of the bugs, you can stand. You can like get up a tree, maybe.
I'll just stand over there behind Rainier.
So sorry, I didn't mean to start so loud.
That's a safe bet, I guess. Yeah. You gotta pick a place. God damn it. Fucking Max, are you like snort or laugh? Fucking
So sorry.
it gets me every time. Shit. Okay. Okay. Whew.
So, uh, Ember, are you activating the necklace to bring food for Basar?
Yeah, if he needs it. I mean,
He does need food.
like if there is not enough other hunting or rations or whatever that Laylis is doing, then absolutely.
Mm,
If
You know,
Laylis says, "Hey, need a hand feeding the little guy," then yes.
while everybody actually, yeah, that because I forgot that was a thing. While everybody gets ready for the day, I will go out with Basar and just do some scavenging for berries and everything.
Okay. Is this like so? You can. I would need a survival check from you. If you want him to try to hunt like on his own, then he'll need to make his own survival check.
Okay, got it. Normal. Foul.
Okay.
Mm,
Berries collected. Okay.
damn.
Basar managed to hunt down some small game, and feeds himself well. Now he'll need to eat again, like everyone needs to eat throughout the day. The ration covers like your day, right?
Mhm.
But for him, like this, like unless you want to like, I would say with your 19 there as well, you definitely get like a lot of you kind of think like not like a backpack of berries, but like you get a lot of berries that you can supplement a rations for the day. He will eat the berries, but he can't subside on the berries, right?
Okay, you
But
got it.
you collect a lot of like different kind like blueberries. There's wild raspberries here. You begin to pick one berry, and then you notice the leafing and coloration, and know it to be poisonous, and you know which ones to begin avoiding in the area. And you do, yeah. You and Basar collect some food and some berries, and you have a nice,
Offer some
yeah,
berries
nice
to
sack
everybody.
full of them to bring back for everyone.
I just come back. I'm like, hey, everybody, who wants some berries? I got rid of all the poison stuff, I promise.
Thank you very much, Laylis. That's very nice.
You want me to like make him into a stew, or
If you want, you can do whatever you want with these. I'll hold on to them, but whenever you want them.
I'll give it some thought.
Okay.
All right.
Drink.
You all collect yourselves, break camp, and continue moving along. Um, now there are some trees in the areas here, but it begins to break away into a lot of fields. The tree cover becomes a little more sparse. There are, selections of it here and there, but it's a lot more rolling field cover. Um, You all continue on for several hours for the day. The beginning of the day seems fairly uneventful as you move forward. Let's see. Ember, Cal, Dominic, can you roll a d12 for me?
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
All right. Wonderful. Okay. Early afternoon, after you've all had a bit of lunch, you begin cresting the top of a hill. And you notice in the distance that there is what looks to be like a burial cairn, right? An earth mound that is seems slightly out of place, not completely because it's a lot of hills, here in the fields, but in the hill, like you crest your hill, there's a flat expanse, and then you see this lone burial cairn, and sitting atop it is this great, beautiful oak tree. splendid in the daylight. You can see it's with the light wind blowing, it's waving in the wind. And at the distance you all are, it looks like there is some kind of like stone structure semi built into the hill itself. As this is a cairn, it's probably like a burial tomb of some kind. This just stands out in the wilderness of where you are.
From the distance we're at, can we see how old it looks?
You'd have to
It's
get
got to
closer.
huge.
Yeah, you'd have to get closer than that. I mean, like the tree is big, so I mean, could be a few hundred years.
Do we want to check it out?
I think it's neat.
Yeah, I think maybe don't like touch too much, cause like
Well, what on earth
respect
do you
and
mean
all.
by check it out then?
I like look at it, appreciate it. Maybe not. Well, maybe we work up to looting it, but we don't start with looting it.
Whoa! Who said anything about
What?
looting it?
What in the
Though,
world?
no, I'm talking about what Cal's talking about.
What?
How
No.
dare you?
Cal said nothing.
Cal didn't
Yeah,
say
you-
nothing about looting. He just said
Nah, you
touch
just-
him.
you're
Not
right,
that
you just
that's
gotta-
great either.
You just gotta read between the lines sometimes.
I don't think so. I think that's pretty accusatory. Most people, I feel securely, are not grave robbers. I feel confident in saying that.
I think we wouldn't rob the graves. We'd rob like a tree.
What?
What?
It's different. Don't worry. Look, just go look at it, and then decide on those things. But I agree. Default position. Don't get in sticky fingers.
Feel free to overrule this, Sean. But one of the reasons for staying up all night was theoretically so that I would keep my right active, because I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how long does it last? What does it say?
it lasts until I take
Yeah.
a short rest, which I technically have not done.
Uh
It sounds to me like it's still active.
huh. Yeah.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
hurting a little injured, very tired, but
Mhm.
the bow of my crossbow is then still glowing. So
Mhm. Yeah, checks out.
cool. That's what I want to be lit while I go to investigate.
Super lit.
I'm
As
so
people,
lit there.
as people start walking in that direction, I'm just gonna ask, Merv.
Mhm.
I know it's a little silly, but I'm a bit of a nervous Nelly. I was wondering if we might take a look in your bag of holding and just make sure my coin is still there.
Yeah. Sure.
As he approaches, I'll lean in. Ixnay on the outle, Merv.
I mean, I know. Sorry, mouth got in front of my mind for a second, but
Yeah, I mean,
If
what
you-
am I supposed to do now?
here's the thing. Now they're not going to expect you to do it.
That's a
Right.
reverse psychology.
I mean, it was a bad play on my part, but we can work with it.
We'll see.
If you need to get anything, you got your sticky fingers on into the bag real quick. What's
Very
a good
well.
signal?
Very
You got
well.
a signal?
Yes, I'll proclaim that that I've stubbed my toe and I'll start hopping around like a maniac. You come
Right,
over
and I'll
to
co-
examine
yeah,
it?
right. Right, and I'll come over and I'll look at it.
Yes.
I'll provide first aid.
Yes.
I'll get some normal dirt and I'll rub it on there and we'll sell the ruse.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Right. Merv just looks up, gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, I smile back. Yes, wonderful bank. Very well done.
Yeah, right. Everything accounted for?
Yes, very happy with your services, Merv. Thank you.
Yeah, follow the others over.
Excellent. um, uh, about like a 15-minute walk gets you within a few hundred feet of it. Um, you can see from that distance that again, this large tree growing on the top of this mounded cairn. Um, the stonework you see is it's like a there's a large chunk of stone that seems to be in the shape of like an entryway or door of some kind, and then you see stonework, built in place to support and hold something, but it is all like overgrown with there's vines creeping around it, bushes nearby, um, and obviously the earth is on top of this. But like as you you're closer to it, like the shape that the mound itself is making, like it's very clearly too round to be like fully natural.
Hmm.
Something as there is something under this ground here. Um, as you approach within about 50 feet or so of the uh, about 50 feet of the entryway itself, you can see that there's also remains here. There are like skeletal remains, people in clothing, a few bodies that have like some very rusted armor, broken shield, rusted swords, that sort of thing. And they're all like surrounding the doorway itself, and you can see that there are like mars and scratches and break marks on the door, especially around like one of the seams where it's meeting some of the other worked stone, as if like people were trying to get in.
So the orientation of all the dead people, they're very clearly facing towards the door and died in front of the door,
Not
right?
like not immediately in front of it, like it's
Or like
kind of,
arrayed around it like a mob.
yeah, kind of arrayed around it. I mean, there's less than a dozen,
Yeah.
around
So
here.
that's a
And
lot
you
of
can,
skeletons.
yeah, I mean, there's a few, remains here. Some are like more intact than others, but all are like very, very, very old and picked clean by the
Hmm.
environment. Some have vines that have like grown through the skeletal body itself. Some, like, you weren't even sure at first that there was a body there until Dominus and Laylis go, "Whoa, there's something in there." But you see, like, people have attempted to get inside this thing.
Well, this is fucked.
Yes, I've seen more than enough.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we can all agree touching the door, bad. Probably.
Why? These people were dying to do it.
Amber.
The joke.
Sorry. Sorry.
Shit, that was a good one. Okay, you fucking got me with that one. Murph's like wiping a tear from the corner of his eye. Like pushes his glasses down. Well,
Is bringing a light to any like part near the door indicate any sort of engraving or anything on the walls?
Hmm. How you're roughly about like 50 feet or so. So to bring a light close to it, like, you'd have to approach. So I'm assuming you approach then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You approach the space in there. Being careful to kind of step over some of the remains here. There is an occasional snap as your boot crushes some bone that has been well covered in, and like sunken into the dirt a little bit. You pause for a moment, just the wind blowing. And you approach to allow the light from your holy weapon to shine on the area nearby. You see very, very. Actually, make a perception check for me, or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Investigation at disadvantage because I'm tired. Uh-oh.
Okay. The symbol that you can make out, which is like extremely worn on the door, and you can only barely see it's there, is the symbol of like it looks like an eye, but
I,
not like in a dark magic way. It just looks like an eye.
somebody else come get eyes on this?
That's
Yeah.
good. I appreciate the
Sure.
pun.
Yeah.
You want me to give it a magic look? Because I'm gonna need a second.
I don't know that we should be lingering for 10 minutes, so if you're gonna do it, you should do it quick.
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna. I'll just give it a normal look then.
Oh, can I do a religion check for it?
Yeah, you can do a religion check on it.
I am proficient, and if you say anything, I'll give you I'll give you
Oh
help.
yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Where's the arrow?
we can pontificate together.
Yeah, Merv, it sounded like you were trying to do something.
Investigation.
You wanna? What are you investigating?
Um. Hmm. Give me a second. Oh well. Never mind. One doesn't stall me much time at all.
Yeah.
My
Um,
bad.
d-
Remember how last time we had a bunch of nat 20s in a row? This is the session where we pay for that, apparently.
We're killing
That
it.
second dice didn't even roll. It just like landed.
um, Dom and Rainier, as you're like kind of like discussing like what that symbol might be, does it have any like? Is it religious in nature? Like, are there any connotations to it? Um, what you know like you're not entirely sure. There's a lot of mysterious pantheons out there, and there's a lot of things that have been forgotten in time, but you don't think this is like religious in nature, like not it's meaningful, but you don't think it's related to any deity.
Cool.
Mhm.
Investigation check for, I guess, if there are any like depressions in it or any like buttons or like ways of opening it, right? Because it doesn't look like there's a handle, and in order to get in, they were trying to break the hinge.
Right, and yes, you also don't see a
Yeah.
hinge either, but yeah, go and roll investigation as you try to determine like how would one even enter this thing.
Yes.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
um you you take a look at this door, and um on a nat 2026, two things you know for certain. One, you do not see any physical like traps in the
Mm-hmm.
area. It doesn't appear like there's any kind of mechanical trap here. Um, uh, and you also see there is, you correct, no handle, no keyhole, no swinging hinge mechanism. This is a piece of stone set into like the framework here. Um, and the chipping marks you see were likely some kind of tool implement to try to like get in and get leverage to push it open. You figure that that's probably the way to actually open this.
Oh, it's
Um,
not a door.
yeah, it's like a covering.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a. It's not actually a door. It's like a bolt hole or
Right,
like.
it's like a piece of stone placed
Yeah.
over some kind of opening, right? So you determine, you with your nat 20, like
Uh huh.
it is possible to move this door, fit this rock physically, or otherwise if you have the means to, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'll relay. Like, it ain't physically trapped. It's also like not a door. It's just a big rock. What's put in the way? Uh, and I think the only way we could get it open is to do what they tried to do. But I think next line of investigation, if you wanted to hang around, is probably to give it a magical check. Because all I did was really rule out any like mundane traps.
There are no traps. I would like to start looking. I know these are skeletons at this point, but I'm still looking for things like broken bones, chips, like marks on the bones that indicate a specific kind of violent death, or if this, um, or if these skeletons are here. These are people that starved to death, or something else like that.
Sure. Give me a medicine check.
And while that is going on, Cal is definitely looking for the exact same thing on these bodies, but if he were to find anything of value or interest,
Mm-hmm. Give me an investigation check.
Mhm.
As okay. Cool. Cal, you find collectively, like loosely around the area, 13 copper,
Mhm.
2 silver, and 1 gold that like you like thought it was copper, and you pull it out of the dirt and like remove dirt off, and like, oh shit, little gold coin. Um, Ember with 17 medicine. A lot has happened to these bodies. Like there are teeth marks from things, like there are broken bones, both from what look like probably impacts, also what looks like animals like snapping the bones and eating, like so there's like clear signs of multiple kinds of damages on here, battering, and then also like the signs of like animals getting to these things, dents in armor. The armor seems mostly like that doesn't have like scratches on it. It's a lot of like what is left of these armor pieces anyway. The ones that are metal and retain it, there are like dent marks. Other pieces of armor that like leathers and whatnot, like there are some tearing in there, but again, like looks more like wolves or something of the kind have gotten to these, things at some point. And some of them again like aren't even whole bodies, like pieces are just gone from them as well.
Hmm. I mean, do we even know what it is? Like, do we have a reason to try to get in? I mean, these people thought something was important in there, but that could be anything.
Have we just tried, the old school just open sesame on the door?
Are you gonna like talk at it?
Mm,
Hey, door, open.
not
You
really,
wait a few moments.
Switch to dwarvish. Door, open.
No
Switch,
response.
switch to halfling. Door, open.
no, open sesame.
I'm like the bread.
What? What?
Open bread.
No response.
Didn't work. You want to like? I tell you what. You can knock on the door.
I'll try
Also,
that.
not a door.
I want to go knock on the door just 'cause everybody else has looked at it.
I take
Cool.
about 20 steps back to the left specifically, out of a blast cone.
Cool. You knock on the door. There, you rap your knuckles against the thick stone.
Hmm.
There's no echo or anything like that. There's no response to it. It is
I
a
can't.
large piece of stone.
Okay. In Draconic, I want to say open sesame.
You wait a few moments. The wind speeds up, blows a little harder. No response.
Well, that's
Um,
all I got.
well, if we really want to get in, why not just dig through the side?
You know, that's a fair point.
I mean, you figure they would have thought of that unless they were in a hurry.
Doesn't hurt to try.
You want to start digging?
What if we just bust
No,
open this
I
door?
want to leave. This looks horrifying.
Yeah, this does look kind of terrible. You sure you don't want to give me 10 minutes to give it a look?
I mean, Leyless, we almost lost you last night. We don't want to go through that again. I mean, I know you're fast, but certainly some of these individuals are fast too. And look, they're all dead. Although I guess by that nature, we don't know. Maybe the fast ones got away. Oh God, I'm not
That's
that
true.
fast. Who here's slower than
Yeah.
me?
I'm slower than
Probably
you.
me.
I can't help but wonder if learning anything magical about this will change the outcome. I'm still not certain I want to try and open this knot door.
Yeah, it's not a door.
Very
I mean,
true.
it's up to you. I tell you what, I'll get started on it,
Mm-hmm.
and if y'all decide we're gonna head out, you just stop me in it.
Any way you could do it faster, by chance?
Yeah, I could, but I don't wanna.
I'll do it. I cast detect magic.
Okay. You cast detect
Unbelievable, Cody.
magic. Unbelievable.
I don't got spell slots.
Oh,
You
hold on.
cast detect magic.
I
I
forgot to
got
actually
3
take a
of
long
them, and I already
rest.
used one
Then
today
I
for
will
you.
recast detect magic.
You cast detect magic. Um, um, you detect whatever magic is on your allies. There is no magic on any of the um, bodies here, and the door itself, and the pieces of the stonework you can see at the at the framework. There is no magic here. It is a very large, heavy stone covering an entryway into what is like common knowledge of a burial cairn.
Yeah, there's nothing magic here. If there is magic, it's going to be on the inside because the spell might not go through the stone. There's probably dead people inside, and they're at their final rest. We should probably just leave them be.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the last group of people who tried to not leave them be just opens her arms and gestures around.
Now, how'd they die, though?
I mean,
Well, clearly they
guess
died trying to get in here. That's how they died.
the guess is
Yeah.
really as good as mine, but judging from the dents and the breaks, not pleasantly.
Yeah, was they trying to get in there before or after they started dying?
I
Like,
have a
were they trying to
hunch,
get in there
probably.
to escape what was
You want
killing them?
you want me to ask him? Hey, dead guy, were you trying to get in
I mean,
before or after?
one of us does talk to dead people. In my
True.
defense, I wasn't
Okay,
implying
you know
it, but
what? That's fair. I
What was in
apologize.
your rations this morning, Amber? It's delightful.
yeah, you're full of piss and vinegar. I like it.
Maybe I'm too tired, but this thought never crossed my mind.
Dom, can you like pick up one of them bones and just
It's
kind of
only like a core feature for you, or what?
whisper at it or something? Do
Doing it
old bones work?
every chance that I can get when it's like really pointless. Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, what do you do in this
I
moment?
am looking for the person who made it closest to the door.
Okay, there's a body like leaned back up again, like they died with like their back against the door and have like slumped down into that position, right, where they've like slid down the door. They're it's fully skeletal remains. Yep.
Hey there. You still around?
There's a few moments, and the rest of you hear the wind whipping around the area. It's picking up a little bit right now. The grasses on the hill are waving back and forth, as well as the tree moving and swaying with the wind. Um, uh, Dom, you hear a very subtle whisper.
I didn't hear whatever you said.
It's just like a voice, like it's not
That's
making a now. Like you hear like a breath.
Hmm. Can you speak any louder, friend? Yeah. That one might be too far gone. I will look for the one furthest away from the door.
Okay. There's another body sprayed out, sort of splayed out a bit. What do you do?
Hey there, friend. Still around?
You hear a similar kind of whisper. It's like they're very. This is like these are very very old bodies,
Yeah.
and like they're very far away, but they can hear you.
I'm afraid I don't know if they're going to be much help, seeing as how I can't hear them. But they are there.
Not nothing. Well, I think that more or less sets me at peace. I mean, I am deeply curious, but we sort of have a whole thing about trying to let the dead rest because that's what they're supposed to be doing, being dead. And I think maybe fucking around in another crypt is perhaps the direct opposite of that. So
Can I roll a religion check as like a final Hail Mary?
For what specifically?
To see like the eye is the only iconography I can really latch on to, right? If that rings
That's
any kind of bell.
Yeah, that's the only iconography here.
Yeah.
Roll a history check as
Okay.
it's like uh, Dom and Rainier are confident that it's
I can
not
assist.
religious in nature. Yeah, you can get assistance. Yeah.
Okay.
I am
Let's
trained
see.
in history.
Biffed it.
Okay. 12. Um.
While Merv is trying to do this investigation, Cal is just, can we go? Merv, what are you, let's go. Merv, please.
um Merv, you're on a 12. Um. You remember hearing it's an old, very old story about like not a civilization but like a town that existed in the north, and this symbology reminds you of them. The town was called Jashar, and this symbol seems to be related to that. Like there was a town in this area that doesn't exist anymore, and this that symbol is like either the symbol of the town or maybe an order of like warriors or something from the town. It's something connected in that way.
I'll relay all that quick like to everyone.
But definitely not like it's not a religious
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, has nothing to do with
Yeah.
gods or a church or
hmm
a religious organization.
Maybe the symbol of like an order, but not like a religious order. At most, right?
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'll relay all that to everyone. As I'm like dusting off my knees and being like, okay, fuck this. I'm satisfied. We need to fuck off. That
Well, as long as
there's
you look
related.
right, bud.
There was a town, but it's like a dead town, and I hear dead town in my head, and I don't think I want to go and see what's behind the stone knot door.
that is upsetting.
Right. I mean, yeah, I'm out.
But now I'm more curious because like this is all that's left. And I'm not going in there, but like this is all that's left of a ghost town. That's
We'll ask somebody smart or
kind of
something.
sad. Yeah, that's a problem for someone else. I guess it's not really even a problem for anybody. It's like it's been here.
Somebody put him to rest because they put the rock in the hole. So
I would like to use minor illusion to create an image right in front of the door of a dwarf with his right hand giving a big old thumbs up right about chest level, and with his left hand pointing straight out into the distance. Just wearing a loincloth, nothing else.
Okay.
Hey, Cal,
I will.
why
I
does that
will.
look like my dad? That's upsetting.
What your father and I share is quite special.
Oh god.
All right, goodbye.
All right. You head
You
back
don't get
in the
any
dirt.
scones, Cal. You don't get any scones.
Oh, oh, please, Amber. I thought that with all the piss and vinegar, I thought maybe you'd appreciate it, but no, don't be this way. Immediately remove the illusion. Cast a new one, which is me on my knees pleading for a scone.
Amazing. You all continue on your way, leaving the burial cairn behind, the tree swaying in the wind, and soon you crest another hill, and it is behind you all. The weather is very fair today. It's a beautiful, clear sky. The temperature is nice. It's not rainy. You're not sweating during your travels. It's fairly cool with the nice breeze. And your day continues uneventfully out here in the wild fields. Evening comes, and it becomes time for you all to make your camp. Um, can someone roll a survival check for me to find a good place to make camp?
I can help, but I'm too tired to do it myself.
I'll do it then.
I'm shit at it.
Ooh.
Hell
Hey!
yeah.
Is your stealth the same as your uh,
Oh,
survival?
Did I roll stealth? Oh shit.
well.
Whoops.
You were just running away from us, that's all.
Yeah. 17's still good.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We can keep we'll keep the 19 on the roll. I just didn't know if your modifiers were the
Oh
same. So,
no.
okay. So it's +4 to that, so 23 total. Um, cool. With the 23, excellent. You actually find an area that is there's like a little pond nestled between a couple. There's a little pond nestled between a couple of the hills here. The It's being fed by, you see, like there's in your with a roll that high, there's like a natural spring that's feeding into this pond here. The water is actually like pretty clean and clear. It stays moving, so it's not stagnant and festering. You find a place with fresh water, good coverage around the area. You have good sight lines around. You feel like this is like a safe place to be. And you all begin to make camp for the evening. Um, is there anything anybody wants to do before watches begin?
I would like to, Basar and I again, go out and do the survival thing, gather food, eat
Yeah,
it,
sure. Yeah.
snacks.
Go ahead and roll some survival checks for me.
Ooh.
Okay. That is this, like, the land here provides. Although like you're not in a forest,
Next.
it is still plentiful in
Hmm.
this area. Small game for Basar, and you're able to. What are you looking for with your 20?
Um, I would go with a couple, not as many berries at all. If there's any new kind of more ripe berries and just small game like squirrels and such.
Cool. Yeah, you catch like a few small game animals. There's not a lot of berries here, but you do find like some root vegetables in the area as well. So enough to make like a little stew for the evening, or just roasted veggie as well. So
Okay.
you're able to provide and supplement the evening meal with your roll of a 20. Basar can obviously he can feed himself with a 13. With your
Mm,
20 roll, that like you can supplement everyone's rations for the evening if you wanted to.
I will. I will when I get back, and then whoever would like to help clean up the game and get everything prepared.
Cal will help you clean that stuff up.
Okay.
I
I can
got
cook.
cooking utensils.
Uncharacteristically, Rainier is napping instead.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll save him. We'll save him some food.
Cool. You spend time preparing the food, preparing a nice meal for everyone. Um, uh, Rainier, you're woken up to by just the smell of like it's not salted meats, like it's real food, right? That as as a soldier, you're like, what, what real food? Um,
Just been
that
eating awful my whole life.
well, to take advantage of a
No.
good meal. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
When you can. Um, Field rations are not as good as they say they are. Excellent. A wonderful meal is had for in the evening. Who wants to take first watch? You guys want to keep the same order you have? Rainier Dom, Cal Amber, then Merv Laylis?
Yeah.
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 Sure.
Before I head to sleep, I'd like to ask Ember, can you make traps? Is that a thing?
Like a bear trap?
Just random traps so we could set them around like out farther so in case we just get ambushed in the middle of the night, we might have a warning.
I mean, if you have the material, if you have some spare materials, some spare metal, I can use your coins,
Uh,
but
how many coins would that take?
let me see. A
It's
bear
five
trap is
gold
like,
worth. Yeah, for a
okay,
hunting trap, it's 5 gold worth.
yeah, it costs you 5 gold. I can only do like one an hour though,
Oh,
only a
okay.
couple a day.
Uh,
But I mean,
I
I guess if you're talking about like security for the camp, we only need a couple. It's not a bad idea.
yeah, I could do that. I'll pay for two. Pay for two. I'll give her 10, 10, 10 gold.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need like 3 hours to get them both to you.
Okay. Figured to pass time while on watch if you felt like it.
Yeah, I can scam a bit. Get this done.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna go lay down and say thank you.
Cool. Um, Amber, you begin working on getting some traps. I'll say, like, for the sake of this, right? If you guys wanted to, like, you have your meal and like you can make some of the traps like before the full watch is set, and you can set. I'll allow you to make the both the traps, and set them up to add a little bit of protection on the camp.
Sure.
Cool. You set 2 traps. Hold on, let me just. Do you need to do anything? Is it only the creature, or is it dangerous for you to even mess with traps? No, it's not. Okay, cool. Cool. You make some traps, set them up, and watches begin. Up first is Rainier and Dom. If you both can make perception checks for me for your watch.
Yeah.
Man, wonderful, wonderful. um, You have a little campfire going, lighting up the area. Um, A wind is still blowing, but it's fairly calm. You don't have to build a big berm to protect the fire from going out or anything like that. Um, Rainier, you're still pretty tired from the day, so you don't find yourself like you're not. You took a little nap. You're not like nodding off, but like you get distracted a little bit. You know, um, Dom, you notice with your 16, you notice that after about a half hour into your watch, there is where the pond is. There's a fog, like kind of rolling across it, very, very gently. It's just cooling in the evening. And about 15 minutes later, you notice again that the fog is extending out closer to the campsite. And as you like kind of just look around and notice, the fog has very subtly like crept up and around the campsite area. And you can see on the pond itself, there seems to be like a light in the distance in the direction where the pond is. Deep in the fog. But you can notice it is like approaching, getting brighter.
Turning to Rainier, heads up. We got movement and a lot of mist.
Oh, I don't like
S-
this.
s- Snap to awareness. Does it look like a thing that is mystical that would have like a lore associated with it?
I mean that is a hard ask considering like you can't even really see it. So like that sounds like something you could imagine as your character.
I
But
think
you would have no way to discern that from like what you can currently see.
like you said it was glowing, right?
Correct. There is a
Okay.
light, a glow.
Yeah. My thought was like does that immediately ring a bell of like folklore, like mist that snatches children out of the dark kind of thing?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Murph.
I mean, it could. Is this that? You don't know,
Okay.
right? These are very clearly like thoughts that you can have as your character,
Okay.
but are not like you don't immediately recognize as like, oh, it's the mist.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. All right. I think I'll say then we should probably get ready to get everyone up if it keeps coming.
Yeah, I think it's a certainty.
And
um,
let's wait till it's like 50 feet away. Do you feel like 50 feet's a good distance, Doug?
Sure.
yeah. Um, you keep eyes on this, and the fog around you begins to grow a little thicker until you can't even see the sky anymore. That it's the sky itself is a bit obscured. And around 50 feet or so, this light does approach in, but the fog begins to part, and you can begin to make out what looks like the shape of like a boat.
Wow.
And at this distance, you have to strain to see this, but it's just like it's on the edge of you all's perceptions. It seems to be the shape of a boat and almost like it's a lantern hanging on one end of it. And it is still continuing very slowly towards what would be like the shore of the pond.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna go wake up a couple of the others, and
Yeah,
I'll get up to do so.
I'll keep an eye on it.
The rest of you are awakened by Rainier. I'm assuming like kind of like it doesn't sound like you're shouting. It's more of like a hey, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You're softly awoken by Rainier. Um, Dom, you see this boat come ever closer, and as it approaches the shore, you see the boat turns, and there is a figure um, covered in like cloak and robe, their face obscured, and they are moving like a long, like pole to maneuver this boat. The boat itself is like pretty long. It has that classic kind of like long U. Both ends hook up tall. There's a lantern on one. The lantern gives off like a greenish kind of glow, and there's a very subtle, very subtle small amount of mist that emanates from the lantern itself, falls a few inches and dissipates. Um, this boat comes up to like a rest at the edge of the pond, and you can see um, the figure just is like they put their pole to rest. You can see that the form of their body turns like to you all, but like doesn't step off the boat, doesn't do anything, stands there motionless.
Brilliant.
You guys are seeing this
I
too,
don't
right?
fucking know.
I'm pretty sure I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Okay, it's
Better
magic
be.
this time.
Who's gonna be the brave one to say hey?
Hi there, friend.
Uh, you speak to this figure there. Um, they don't say anything back, but uh, one arm and hand extends forward, palm up in your direction, and makes a motion as it, like, come.
I mean, what the fuck?
I'm gonna turn to the rest of them. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna go with the ghost boat. What?
What?
The ghost
I
boy.
think I'm going to go.
I was
Are
gonna
you?
say, are you kidding me? This is awesome.
Hold on. How about the guy that talks to ghosts go talk to the ghost boat guy real quick?
I'm
The
pretty
ghost.
sure I just made my intentions very clear.
Yeah, he just said he did not want to, so I will go.
I mean, I get it, but like, this is your oeuvre.
One, he doesn't look talkative. Two, he clearly,
As
or
opposed to what?
the rest of you can see them. So this is one area where my expertise is not needed.
Do all
Can I
ghosts
go
look
with
talkative?
Rainier?
Is that a
Can I go with
That they
Rainier?
have up until now.
Yeah, come on, come on, Laylis.
I'll
okay?
go with the
Well,
two of
I
them.
am very favored.
I was
I
going. I
love
Yeah,
mean,
being
Ember's also coming.
I'm gonna follow just from like 5 feet back here.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
if
Follow
10
most of the
feet
along
group's
back here.
going, then
with
I'm going. Not
I'm
standing
following
here by
behind
Fine.
myself.
Fuck it. Let's go talk to the ghost boat.
Not what?
I would love it if Dom is the only one who hangs back.
the one who can speak to the dead says no.
I think we can all speak to these dead.
You're making a guess off nothing.
All right, Rainier,
well,
you or
we
me
all
gonna be
spoke
the
to
one
him,
to confront first.
so
I would say my
Uh,
guess
A
more than yours.
majority of you approach.
I'm like 10 feet behind them,
A
just
majority of you approach
crouching.
the boat and the figure again, softly lit by this green lantern. What you approach this figure, they motion. They continue the motion to come, and then they gesture towards the boat. The more of you that step forward, the boat extends to make room for as many that wish
Okay,
to approach.
come on. There's no fucking way we're getting on the boat.
Are we sure?
You gonna get on the boat? Seriously?
I
Where do
thought
you
we
think
were
it's
all
gonna
in
take
agreement.
you?
At
how
least
many
of
times are we ever gonna see this again, Murph?
yes.
I'm gonna
I mean,
fish in my pockets for some coins.
if it's like the last thing you see,
Yeah.
then not many.
It might be what you see from here on out forever.
We might have to pay him. That might be why he's not talking.
What?
No, I don't.
Based off what?
See, that's a wild guess. What I was doing was based off of previous information.
Boatman? Boat person?
You can see like their head turns towards you. They're um, they have a cloak and hood, right? And like where you should see the face, it is just pure darkness. Like you can't make out features of the
Okay,
face
now,
itself. But they like it turns and like you can like it has you that you have its attention.
hey, where are you headed?
Your assistance is required.
I'm down. I'm totally
Okay,
down. He takes
hold
it.
on. What do you need assistance with, uh, sir, boat person?
Spirit of the
Ooh,
island requires assistance.
we can
Can I
do
do
that.
like a history check on any lore associated with the spirit of the island?
I can tell you
Okay, cool.
that you don't need to roll because you do not know this.
Even
Easy.
better.
Yeah, fair,
Okay,
fair.
and do we have to get in the boat?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Don't,
non-negotiable.
don't be ridiculous. We don't have to do anything. Usually, when one is asking for assistance, there's some conversation also about compensation for said assistance.
Uh,
I'm down if he gets paid.
there is no response from the entity, although like they turn in your direction to acknowledge you're speaking, but like they don't have a response for you. Anybody who likes can make both perception checks and insight checks.
Yes, why not?
Oh
In
hell
this
yeah.
moment, I shall also call for Bazaar to come
Hmm.
Mm.
over to me and like rest on my shoulders, and then like look at the robe guy. Be like, is he allowed? Can I bring him?
I'm fucking drawing a blank.
There's so many
Wait,
dice
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
One more
This
time.
is
What is
fun.
it? Perception and what?
Insight.
Perception and insight.
Got it.
Did you know if you click
Um,
on the dice, they bounce?
Shut up.
I just learned
what?
this. This is fun.
Um, okay.
Accumulatively, I think we are passing.
Insight's an takes a tip.
Section. Okay. Anybody with a 16 or better in perception and insight.
Yep.
In perception, you notice as like you've been talking amongst yourselves and figuring out like what is going on here. Your campsite is directly behind you. There is fog obscuring everything else beyond and everything above, and the fog that is on the pond has extended back further and further away, and it is only water. This pond is not this large when you got here. And beyond, it is just water extending into the horizon and the darkness. It is impossible for that to be. Insight, 16 or higher, um, you sense no malevolence from this, whatever it is.
I just thought we'd do it.
The assistance that you required is not rowing this boat, is it?
No.
Hmm.
Well, as long as there's not any physical labor involved. How
Okay,
will
let me
Alexis
go
get on the
collect.
boat?
Let me go collect my We should go collect our shit. It's just sitting around a pile.
Oh,
We don't
true.
know if we're coming back here.
True.
I
How
could just
long will this take?
ask. Are we gonna
Well,
come back?
you bring us back here upon conclusion of the task.
If the spirit is satisfied.
Let's go
That
get our
sounds
stuff.
really highly unspecific.
Very conditional.
What form of satisfaction does the spirit require?
They do not answer.
Right.
What
Okay.
sort of moisturizer do you use? Your wrinkles have disappeared entirely.
Oh, Yeah, it's flattery.
along with the whole face.
Well, I
Um,
wasn't going to
so
say that,
let's
Merv.
pack up
I
and then go
mean,
join man
I
on
mean,
boat.
it's not really. It didn't really disappear. It was never there. So
what?
face. There's just a black hood, right?
I mean, I keep looking in there like I'm gonna see something, and I just keep not seeing anything, and it makes me want to look more.
Okay. I look over at the hooded guy and I'm like, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go pack my stuff
Yeah, I'm gonna
up.
go get my tent back in the back.
I don't know that we got that kind of time.
I could do it in like a minute.
I
Um,
don't believe that.
uh, what do I need to roll to do this in a minute with Merv?
That's an amazing question. Let's do okay, I feel like it's I feel like it's sleight of hand
Mm-hmm.
to do this like deftly and quickly.
Got
I
it.
mean, here's the thing. All I gotta do is bundle it enough to get shoved in the big inside bag. I'm not carrying it around. I'm just fucking folding it a couple times.
I got an 11.
That's enough, my man.
Yes. I might look over at
Yeah.
Rainier. We did it in under a minute.
I dump some other people's shit in the tent and just roll it up in a bindle. Shove the bindle in the bag.
Right. It's like it's not you
Yeah.
haven't broken it down nicely, but you
No.
have done it quickly.
Yeah, I just turn it into kind of a tube so that I can shove it in the bag.
Okay. You have what you feel is
Yeah.
your shit.
Yeah.
Before I head over there, I'm like, do any of y'all want y'all stuff? Did y'all leave anything?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, well, let's go join the mystery man.
Sure. Alright.
We're going on a trip.
Somebody like write on a paper and just stick it to something around here so that when we die they know like where we went, what
Why do you
happened.
think we're gonna? There's no.
Tell you what, hang on. I'm gonna take a coin and just whisper something into the coin and then flick it over by the fireplace.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Magical tinkering.
Hell
To be
yeah.
clear, it just whispered, okay, we went off with a boatman and we got fucking killed probably if we didn't come back, so.
That's
All right.
very
You toss your coin, and you all step onto the
Yeah,
boat.
sure.
Talk about a
Dom.
coin for
Dom.
the Witcher.
I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you did. Very you step onto the boat, and the boatman pushes off with the tall pole and begins pushing the boat into away from the shore into the pond.
Moon River.
Um, you move forward into the pond. The fog begins to cover the like you're moving into light fog at this point as it very slowly breaks away and ahead of you and then recollapses behind you. He is rowing like this for like a good 20 minutes, and there is again no way this pond is this big. Um,
Nice. We're lost.
the fog begins to dissipate, and you can see a large island in the distance. Another 10 minutes pass, and the boat scrapes up against the sandy shore of an island. And it is like dim, ethereal, and kind of lightly fogged. Not enough to block like your vision fog, but obscured. This feels like a different place. And again, like there was not an island in the pond. You have been brought somewhere. Um, the boat scrapes on the sandy shore. The boatman himself just gestures to the shore and then like to the island itself.
Thanks for the ride.
Hopefully you come back and pick us up.
I
Or
do
like,
actually give him one of my coins.
Wait, where do we meet this spirit that needs our
right,
assistance?
I'll give him a coin too. This.
Probably on the island.
He does take the coin.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a gold too. That seems like good for him.
While that's going, I'll look around. Like, what do I notice about this island? Has it got trees? Is it a forest? I like forests.
It is not a forest.
Yeah,
It is an island.
yes,
But islands have forests, so very good.
like
Very
worth a
good.
shot.
Yeah, you see like there is some like there's like two palmish tree looking things. This has more of like a almost a jungly vibe, but it's not like overgrown jungle. Like you just see like two kind of palm trees, um, and from your position, like the like you have to like there's like a either a climb ahead to get like to the top of the island, or you walk around the beach for about 50 feet, and you can see there's like a sloping uh, um, a slope in the ground that leads up towards the top of the island. And at the top of the island, like from your vantage point, you can see like the tips of like a few like large rounded stones.
Um, so he said this thing was a spirit, correct?
Right?
Hmm.
Does that this is a DM question. Does spirits fall under the term undead?
Yes.
Hella.
So I can track that.
Sure, whatever. I mean, whatever your abilities say that they do with undead.
Significant experience tracking, hunting certain types of enemies, and I have undead chosen.
Hmm.
So, where would what I want to like look around where we just landed from this boat to try to see if I can pick up a trail of
Cool. Um, there is no trail here, so like your ability, like you have your abilities, but like there isn't anything to key off of.
got
Like
it.
there aren't spirits swirling around or anything like that.
Well,
There's just
that's a
an
good thing.
island and like a general dim light to the whole place.
What do you guys think?
I mean, you want to just like yell out?
What if she don't like that? She, he, it don't like yelling.
I mean, okay. What if that's how we get its attention?
That is
Whatever
true.
it is needed help. So, I mean, it doesn't like yelling, and we're here to help. I think it'll deal, right? Wouldn't you deal if you needed help?
I mean, you'd think.
Mhm.
Okay, who's gonna be the one to yell?
Hello,
That'll do. Say hello, island spirit.
hello, island spirit. We are the people your boatman.
Sir Boatman.
I don't know if he's knighted. I can I call him sir.
I mean, I feel like it's
We
just
don't
nice
know
to
if your
assume.
boat. We're here to help. We heard you need help.
You hear no response. There's no change in the environment from where you are standing on this shore. And again, you see about like a 30-foot climb directly in front of you up like a rock face. And then one end of the sandy shore curves around the island, and you see it like it doesn't go anywhere. Like it just meets with the rock eventually. The other side of it curls around the island and ramps up a bit.
I think we could do the climb. I like the 30
Say,
foot
my
climb.
guess is up, up, and away. I will start walking up the hill.
Yep, I guess just get stuck in then.
Cal's going to fire up dancing lights just to illuminate the area a little bit.
Okay, a couple of dancing lights. The area is
Oh,
actually illuminated from Rainier. Their crossbows, like the surrounding, 20 feet around you is like fully lit.
Yeah.
nice. I like this.
Cool.
This is cool.
You all begin to make your way up. The slope moves up to the top surface of this island. The island itself is pretty small in general. At the top of it, you can see it's roughly like 100 foot, in width, maybe about 130, 140 at its longest. It's fairly small. Um, You follow the ramp towards the top, and there's like a sandy, grassy kind of platform at the top. You can see there's several stones, each about 5 foot tall, at the north, south, east. They don't make a perfect ring, but they do kind of ring the edges of the island. And then there's one that's a little bit more centered than the others would be. And
Well,
from that central one, you can see a very like subtle blue glow just at the base of that stone.
want to go check the glowing spot?
I mean, yeah, probably
Cool, cool.
for like lack of other options.
Okay. You move to get to that central rock pillar, and the glow itself, as you all move around towards it, begins to intensify a little bit, and then you see a form begin to kind of rise out of the stonework itself and begin to like take shape, a humanoid form, a female form. You see long, flowing, whitish robes, blue hair, pale skin, kind of milky eyes, and their hair moves as if they are underwater. As well as their robes have that floating sensation to them. This is very clearly a spirit of some form. Um, I will show you what we are looking at. So we all are here, and what you see is this lady, kind of floating gently above the ground. You've come.
Yep,
She can
sure
fly.
have.
What can we do for you?
I have been in this place for so long. I can't leave on my own. Will one of you help me? I need to find my child.
Where is your child?
They kind of like look around the island. I don't know. They are not here.
Well, could you please describe your child so we know what we might be looking for?
Mhm.
A young boy, maybe 10 years old. Brown hair. Have you seen him?
There's no kids around here.
I push Murr forward.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck you. Nuh-uh.
How exactly do you want us to help?
I am kept here. I've tried to leave many times, but I cannot find my way home. I always come back to the island, and the boatman will never take me. He has brought people to help, but they do not.
Would you
I
be
need.
alright? Would you be alright if we looked around this island for you?
You may.
Is what you're needing somebody to like ride out on?
You can see they move a little bit closer to you, Merv.
Nope. I
And
pointed.
like they don't get within inches, right? They just like move a little bit in your direction and say, "I require a vessel to
Ooh.
carry me
Okay.
home."
Okay, Dom. This feels like your whole fucking thing. You get in there.
I don't think that
Maestro.
that is necessary. Let's assess
I think
other.
it's.
Now listen. You're missing your child, right? Does the fact that you're missing your child, does that have anything to do with why you can't leave the island? Do you think if you found your child, you would be able to leave the island?
I don't know.
That's a
I've
good
searched
question.
for so long. I don't think they are here.
Do you remember how you found yourself on this island? Like how you got here?
You see their face scrunch up a bit as like they're trying to remember something. I I don't know. I wasn't always here. Please, I need to find my child.
Is is this here? This stone?
Which stone? Yeah, the one you're standing in front of?
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah, everything here is physically here.
I'm going
May
to lift my crossbow so it's pointed up and illuminating here. I want to see if there's anything on this stone.
Um you see as the glow of your crossbow illuminates it. There are like as your light hits that stonework, right? You see there are like runes that begin to glow under the light of your bow, like crisscrossing patterns, like over top of the rock surface itself. As you like move your light away, they dim down. They seem to just react to the light that is there.
Hmm. Would I be able to identify that in any way in like association with like wards for undead?
Ooh, I like that a lot. Hold on, let me look at your feature, and can we use your darned feature? Um, what is it called? What is your feature called specifically?
It, all of them have such dope, like edgy
Okay,
names. I never remember.
Hunter's Bane.
That's
Hunter's
what it
Bane.
is.
Okay. You have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about such creatures. I'll allow advantage on an intelligence check to determine, like in this instance, like related knowledge.
Uh-huh.
So you could roll. For you, you could roll history or arcana. The history is like the history of wards of this nature, though.
Okay. I will then use Arcana as I am both skilled and that feels more appropriate for
Cool.
what I'm looking for.
Can I go over here really quick?
Wahoo!
Cool. You do have advantage if you want to roll again.
Oh, I'm at disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
Mhm.
Oh, because you're exhausted. Yeah, thank you for playing fair. With a 16, yes, these are binding runes. These are runes meant to bind a thing in place.
Would I happen to know, like, if this is like Lathandites marking this stone, or like traditionally would that be the case, or would it, or could this just be anyone who's trying to seal this spirit?
Yeah, this could be anyone who has the magical inclination to know how to do this. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see like a Lathander iconography. That would be pretty apparent here. Um, yeah, and I'll go so as far as to say, like with your 16, like um, any stone you approach, has the same effect, same thing. There are binding runes on every one of these stones, even the one that she apparently kind of like came from, all designed to ward, protect, keep.
I'm going to very quietly like bow my head to like speak low to Laylis and just say, somebody is keeping her here deliberately for some reason.
Oh, eh, can't be that bad. But
Very well
Where-
could
what if
be.
it's to keep her here or keep somebody out?
Well, they're binding stones. They'd be used to keep something here. And if she keeps reappearing here, it means that whatever she might be doing, she keeps getting forced back.
Do you think we could just, mess up these runes and interrupt the binding sequence?
I think we could, but I think that would be a mistake.
Yeah. Unless it was out of spite, Or she just didn't want to marry somebody and they didn't like that.
So, I mean, you have a point, but creatures play, particularly clever undead, play tricks with the intent to cause harm and exact vengeance. I don't know that an instance where we can triflingly trust.
What if we just ask her? I think we could just ask her and be like, who did this?
Good
She
question.
obviously knows. She's got to know.
Or she might not. Being undead does fuck with your brain. But
That's true too.
we should try to ask. It's a good idea. And I'll
Wait,
turn Laylis and kind of like move it, like bump his shoulder, like get him to speak.
uh, uh, I'm gonna
Can
wiggle
I ask
myself
what happened
right
to
here.
the other groups that tried to help you?
Some of them left. Some are still here.
Oh,
Well, we've got nothing to worry about now. This is a tremendously capable group. I'm sure we'll find a way to get you off this island in no time. What are your plans once you do get off the island?
Find my child.
Oh, well, we'll take care of that, no doubt. I mean, once you've been reunited and you're off the island, what next? For a lovely thing
Please.
such as yourself.
She reaches a hand just like in your direction. Will you help me?
Well, we're all here to help you.
Has any of the other groups allowed you to possess them?
She shakes her head.
Excuse me, Tom?
Oh, sorry. She shakes her head. No. Sorry, to be clear.
Excuse me, Dom? And I take a step back.
Is that token the real you? Because
Yeah.
you have two tokens. Okay.
Oh, no, it's the only one I can see. Is there another token of me on here somewhere?
There was. Yeah.
Okay.
Can everybody see the map right now?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Um,
when she said she's looking for a vessel, I think she's looking to possess somebody.
probably. However, um, you're good with the dead and everything.
Everyone
All of
keeps saying that.
all of these little like monument little things here,
Hmm.
according to Rainier, they have runes on them to keep her here, or to keep spirit or somebody here. They're binding something here. Probably her.
Yeah,
Somebody did this intentionally.
that makes the most sense.
I came over here to tell you,
Ma'am,
you speak with the dead, so.
Yeah, like
We can all talk.
ma'am,
Hmm.
where was it that you last saw your son?
I was. It's been so long since I was home. I
Do you remember how you got to this island?
The last thing I remember was my husband. He was so tall above me. I remember thinking that I was falling. And he was angry. I called out for my child and I woke here.
That sounds weird.
I can
Where
help you rest. If that's what you're looking for.
You will let me leave this place.
Yes.
Uh, she floats towards you.
I lower my crossbow to her chest.
Ooh.
Uh, um, she extends a hand out to you and she says, "You have to agree to make it certain."
I know. And I'm gonna draw the string back and load a bolt.
She makes no move. She just keeps her hand out towards you.
I am, as a ghost slayer, gonna try to slay a ghost.
Try to slay a ghost. Okay. um, I'll need everyone to roll initiative as
Drink the
Rainier
big birches brew.
as Rainier is
I-
taking aggressive action.
If I can, I would like to do that quick, like drink the potion, but it's fine if I have to take an action to do so.
You can do an act like I'll let you choose. You can either shoot this ghost or drink that potion.
I think first I am going to drink the potion.
Okay.
But like I've made it very clear that I am in solemn aggression.
Right. Right.
Solemn aggression.
Solemn
It's
aggression.
powerful.
Thank you. Slowly but surely figuring out this system. Ah, fuck, I'm still at disadvantage.
Yeah. Big britches brew only works on saving throws and attacks.
That's okay, that's where I'll need them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have
Oh shit, let me apply that to you real quick.
I have
Well,
the combat thing selected. It's not rolling. Do I have to push something else?
If you go to the combat screen, you'll see your name and there's a dice next to your.
Oh shit!
name.
Every time. Okay, cool.
I also don't know how to roll disadvantage on initiative, so I'm just gonna roll another d20 and pray it's not a 1.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I have you targeted. Now I press this. Use ability.
Yeah, if you actually like use the potion and then it's in the chat, you target them and then you click apply active effect.
Okay, it should be applied on you.
It should be
Thank you.
applied on you. Okay.
Big Babs Bold Britches Brew.
Okay. Combat begins. Okay. Rainier, I will let you. Well, you chose to drink your potion first, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. So, you chose to drink your potion, but like you were like, it looks like you're about to like squeeze the trigger on your crossbow. And as such, like she like is like beginning to move a little bit away from you, and you can see surprise and anger beginning to wash over her face. Laylis, you can see that Rainier is taking aggressive action towards this ghost. What are you choosing to do?
I'm gonna take like a 10-foot step back right here,
Mm-hmm.
and I will. I'm not gonna be the one to shoot her first because I didn't say anything. I will prep my longbow and hold my action for a what is it? A counter? No, I just want to prep my longbow and just stay ready to shoot her if she comes in my direction.
Okay, so if she moves towards you, you will shoot your bow.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Um, wonderful. Okay, Dominic.
I'm gonna do something similar. I am gonna go right here, pull out my short sword, and if she does any sort of attacking action, then I'll attack her.
Okay.
Um,
Murph.
Uh, I'll bonus action prep a stone. Uh, if I'm looking at Rainer mostly, so if the shot goes off, that's when my stone's gonna fly.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good. Um,
What
okay.
does she do? Well, what does she do?
Okay. Okay. Um, uh, she she sees like weapons being drawn and like arrows being pointed, daggers and swords at the ready, and Rainier, like your face beginning to scrunch with the like awaiting the you're prepping your body for the impact of your heavy crossbow. Um, she looks at you, Rainier, and goes, "Liar, betrayer! You will join the others. I will find my way free." And she screams a horrifying scream, and her face twists into a terrifying image. Um, I need um, I need I need everyone in here to make wisdom saving throws.
Got it. Okay.
Ooh.
Attributes.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's just where you
Do I
click
need
the
to
saving
reroll?
throw under wisdom.
Yeah, there's like a thing in the chat that'll be like, "Yo, click this dice here, and
All right, I'll do that
roll your
instead.
save."
Oh, okay.
But like whatever, if you're rolling normal, that's fine as well.
Okay, cool. The
Yeah, I
first one
saw
I did was 17.
the cool little thing that let you click the dice next to it.
Bizarre.
Well, a lot of failures.
We're a little bizarre. Okay.
He made it. He made it. Props.
Did it add yours correctly, Rainer? I presume so.
I don't think it added the D4.
It does. If you click on
Oh,
it,
okay.
you rolled a 9 and a 3.
Oh, thank you.
The three on the D4. Okay, I'm just looking at it. Okay. Basar passes.
Way to go, little
And I'm
buddy.
just looking because like you guys rolled in the chat, so that's your intended rolls.
Yeah.
Dom, you pass. Cal passes, and Ember passes. Okay, anybody that did not roll a 15 or higher, you are frightened for 1 minute as you see this her like beautiful face becomes a horrible twist of just like nightmare and agony. Um, no. Okay. Nothing else terrible happens to anyone. So you were all just frightened. You can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. Okay. Let me get rid of this mamma jamma. Um, okay. And she. Here we go. She floats back. Actually, I will say, Dom. This is an aggressive action, so that would
Yeah.
trigger your attack.
Tight. Oh, attack.
La-di-ya-dee,
That's weird.
Yeah.
la-di-ya.
Yeah. Also remember, like, sorry, the rolling is different right now because
Yeah.
of the other mod that was breaking everything.
Okay.
Um,
14 hit. Wait, should be
14.
16. They didn't add my proficiency for whatever reason.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me just actually. I'm just gonna roll and double check to see.
it says you're not proficient with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's also rolling. Sorry, my thing's on private. It's also rolling all your shit for it. I'm just looking at your detail of the weapon. Oh yeah, because there's a checkbox that says proficient and it's not checked on it. It hits either way, but I've updated your sheet. And
Okay.
then cool. And if you can remember just to target whoever you're targeting, that way
Oh
the
shit, that's
automation
right.
stuff
Yeah.
will work. Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Cool. So it hits, and then if you click your damage, it'll roll a damage.
And then let me select her, see if that works. My sneak attack as well. Dang.
Okay, cool. How much total?
13.
13 total. Okay. Let me check your junk. Okay, cool. You stab into her ghostly form. Your blade kind of passes through the majority of her a little bit. You see like some wisps of her form kind of disappear and dissipate. Excellent. She kind of like melds into the ground and disappears from your sight with her incorporeal movement. Okay, Cal, you're up.
See it?
Well, fuck. Where did she go? And I will just back up from where I saw her, and I will ready a mind sliver in case I see her again.
Okay, very good. Um, excellent. Um, you all see a shadow. Those that can see a shadow begin to pull itself up out of the ground by one of these stones here. This shadow claws its way across the ground towards Laylis.
No, 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 no.
Yes,
Le-
unfortunately.
Bad memories. Bad
Okay,
memories.
it's 25 to hit.
Yes. Yep.
It
Yep.
is 25 to hit for 10 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and your strength is reduced by 4. Your strength score is reduced by 4.
Okay. So right now, just change it to a lower by 4.
Correct. Yeah. So your strength is 10. It is currently 6.
Got it.
As a note for you, if your strength goes to 0, you die.
Oh. All right. Love that.
E-
Love that.
Excellent. Um, Excellent. Those that you can see in the south. Another shadow crawls its way out of the ground itself. They're pretty fast. Ooh, they crawl their way across the ground. It's like torsos moving and pulling themselves. They pull themselves towards Lil Basar. Um, Basar. They don't hit Basar.
Yeah.
Basard's quick, and his reptilian scales protect him from these shadowy attacks. Uh, Excellent. You notice another spectral form begin to arise from one of the stones on the east. This one different, not made of shadow, but more spectral in nature. They look like this.
You.
Okay. Okay.
They soar and fly through the air towards Merv. A 12 to hit misses Murph.
Misses. Oh.
Amazing. Excellent. And Cal, you can hear the wailing sounds of another shadow pulling itself out of the stone to the north as it crawls its way to you.
So these names. Negligent Hoich,
He's
irritated Gulabo, and now a surly Gordonet.
I'm a big fan of Gabby.
Irritated Gulabo is my favorite.
This specter is very Gabby. Okay. Cal, that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. Re-rolling once more. That is a 15 a miss.
Okay, and I will give advantage to Amber.
Okay, Ember, you will have advantage. Is it like at the end of when does it
How long
end?
does that last?
That's a real good question.
I believe it's until your next turn.
Let me take a look here.
It makes within 1 minute. Yeah, so you have 1 minute to use an advantage. Excellent. And Ember, it is your turn.
Okay. I will go ahead and use a. No, you know what? I will start with Ember will pull her hammer, slam it hard into the ground, and yell for Morden's light. I am turning undead.
Ooh,
Amazing.
hell yeah.
On your character sheet, if you like open that ability, there should be it should say like info at the bottom of it, so you can like click it into chat.
That's under features, and then I
yeah.
can go channel divinity, turn undead.
Yeah. Even if you actually
Usability.
if you actually use it as well, yeah.
What?
I don't know how I use it after that.
You're okay. I'm just clicking it to here. I was hoping it would give us the actual level of your what CRs you can affect at the moment.
Oh, I can affect. I can affect any CR. It's just they get a wisdom save. My
Or they
ability
get
to
dusted.
destroy them is practically
Yeah.
non-existent right now.
Yeah, that's a ways away still.
I don't think that shows up to like 5th level, and then I
Correct.
can only destroy like CR 1/4 creatures.
Yeah, it's 1/4 and then 1/2 at like
1/4,
level
yeah.
8.
Skeletons, zombies.
CR at cleric level 5, I can destroy CR 1/2. Right now, everything just gets turned
Okay, very good. Any creature that can see or hear you
within 30 feet.
Okay, amazing.
Makes a wisdom saving throw versus my spell DC, which I think is 16. Well, spells DC 15.
I'm looking for the thing that will let me roll all of them.
Is there something on my sheet I should have used with
No.
channel divinity
You
turn
did
undead?
everything correct. Yeah, no, you did everything correctly. You
Okay.
did everything correctly. Okay, we're just gonna do this. There's 3 of them. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm making their rolls now. What was your DC again?
15.
15.
1/5. Yep.
This looks
I
like
wonder if
all.
I should have done it from the action ability instead of the features tab.
I don't think it would have like I mean, like you can try like doing that, right? If you want to see like if it actually does it differently, you'd have to like
Nope.
recharge the ability, right? But
No.
okay.
Where do I have this?
Success. Okay, that's
Uses 1. Actions. Channel Divinity. Turn Undead. I don't know if that like gives you a. No, it looks like it did the exact same thing.
yeah. It does the thing. It probably doesn't have any details set up of like target wisdom. It probably just doesn't have anything set up into it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
No problem. No problem. I'm just marking what things are affected.
I just pop that into chat. Okay, that's what the info button does. Got it.
Cool. Excellent. You see you see tons of these creatures are terrified of you currently right now. That is great.
Nice.
Great news. You got everything except one of them.
Is it the one next to me?
It's the one next to Cal, actually.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
excellent. And then it's on their turns. Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool,
they
cool,
have
cool,
to
cool.
flee.
Okay.
That is my action. For a bonus action, I will go ahead and cast a spiritual weapon next to the one next to Cal. Then, because I told you to. That's the dancing. Nope, there it is. I told you to get. You're gonna get one way or another.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, that definitely hits.
It's a normal hit for 13 force damage.
For 13. Okay, excellent. Anything else from you, Emperor?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. You see another a glowing spectral form come out of a rock here, and they begin fucking running from you. They flee.
Oh, it's a civil pidge.
Old civil pitch.
Old civil pidge.
Old civil pitch.
Ah,
Um.
civil pidge.
Okay. Cool. Turn. Yep. Okay. Cool. Turn for 1 minute. Amazing. Excellent. Rainier.
As long as I don't get hit.
Right. As long as like apparent like embers light like flares and things are starting to like recede and like she's like targeting still one, I'll pivot and fire my crossbow at the one behind Cal.
Okay. Very good.
Can I shoot my rocket disadvantage against that one? I was kind of looking for Rainer's signal.
That was your trigger was like if they shoot, right?
Yeah.
Holy
Oh.
shit, I've got great
Nice.
news. Okay, so fun shit. When I have my right active, and I shoot an undead, I roll an additional hemocraft die for the damage. So
Jesus,
and,
that's 4d4.
and I get an
Yeah.
additional piercer shot like damage with my D10. So
Oh shit!
Add 'em up. Add 'em up.
So it'll first be
3d10 and
this
4d.
critical damage, but it's still going to be
Yeah.
one or two more D4 and a D10.
Okay.
Yeah, so to
D4.
itemize that, it's
D10. I'm
it's
just
all
rolling a
magical,
little.
I guess.
It might as well just blow up.
Maybe.
Ghost Slayer.
Yeah, Ghost Slayer.
Amazing.
39 damage.
Right of the
Oh,
dawn.
hell yeah.
Shit.
You blast a hole through the chest of this shadow, and like radiant energy erupts from its form, dissipating it and blasting it into nothingness.
I move to shoot a rock and then just stand there open mouth.
Yeah, its form just fully whoosh. Ghost Slayer.
Ghost Slayer. You know, I was really hoping I would get one of those off during this combat. Oh
Fuck.
god. That will be it for my turn, though.
Ghost
Okay.
Slayer.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Laylis, you have a shadow behind you.
Yes. Well, since they are turned, they can't react if I move away, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. For safety, I will come join this said group right here.
Hmm.
And in that moment, I don't want to risk it. What is this one? Yes. I will shoot my longbow at this one. Just a straightforward shot to its face.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
Uh,
Oh, I see you've targeted something. Okay.
yeah,
I
it
think
does.
they're. Is it turned?
Yes. Mm, for safe, yeah, actually, I'll take out because yes, I won't shoot that one. I will actually just hold for this round and give Basar a command to just move over here.
Okay, to come to you. Okay.
And yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, excellent. Dominic.
I'm attacking. There we go. That one. With my short bow. Oh wait, shit! I should have done that at advantage. I didn't say it beforehand, so we'll just leave it at that. Um,
Okay.
I'm assuming that misses.
That does miss.
Cool. I got nothing. Can I go back here and hide behind this thing?
You sure can. Give me a stealth check for hide.
Alright, we'll do that.
Excellent. You feel quite hidden.
Is the thing next to me still turned?
Let me actually scroll up and double check from them.
Just make sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
both of those. Yeah, that one is also turned.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna run.
Okay.
I am gonna hold a rock shot at. I'm still waiting for Amelia to come back out. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but if the rest of them are running, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. Amazing. Okay, cool. Yes, you do indeed see Amelia reappear, although you have not actually introduced yourselves to her. She has not introduced herself to you, at least.
Ghost lady.
Ghost Lady. Cool. She reappears directly behind Rainier. Well,
Oh.
technically, she is reappearing like in Rainier's space, coming out of the ground.
Does that activate my held action?
What is your held action to
For
mind
when
sliver?
Amelia reappears, I'm going to mind sliver.
Sure, yeah. Okay, and then she makes a. Okay, mind sliver fails, and your. Okay, cool.
Yeah, fired the rock. 10 magic's damage.
Excellent. Yes. Everything hits her. Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, I should actually. Hold on. Okay, cool. Give me just well, I can take care of this at the moment. Cool. Um Excellent. Rainier, can you make a charisma saving throw for me?
Sure thing.
DC, just so you know, DC is 15.
Okay. Thank you for being kind and letting me know. Come on, roll the fucking. Hey! I also have a
Uh,
D4 for that, but
Yep.
Cool. I'm not actually on the page. What did you roll?
I rolled a 14 plus a 4. Hey!
All it had to be was a 1.
Yeah.
Hey, hell
Big
yeah.
britches brew.
Big Britches Brew coming through. Okay. Hell yeah. You can feel like her arms like beginning to like push into your body as you will her out of you. And she screams, "One way or another, I will get out of this place."
Get your hands off me, woman.
Incredible. Excellent. She is there currently, however. Cal, it is your turn.
Yes.
Oh, dear Lord. And I will fire another Mind Sliver.
Okay, she does succeed.
And I will press my
I
back
am
up against the gravestone.
curious. Not that I know if it'll make a difference. She failed the first mind sliver, so she should have a penalty on the next one, or on her next save, which would be this mind sliver.
Yes.
Does
That
Foundry
is
know
true.
to take that into account?
I don't know. Not that. That's
Oh,
something that like the
dang,
player
that
has to
would've been
manage.
neat.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like there's no way to like associate that. Well, there could be, but that's like a lot.
Right.
Okay,
That's fair.
you roll whatever it is.
A D4. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
his ability. He should know what it is. Okay, they still your DC is 14. Okay, yeah, they still
Yeah.
pass.
I just thought if it was
Yeah, it's
automatically
interesting.
Good
counted
call.
for,
Yeah,
that would have been awesome.
yeah. No, excellent reminder for it. Excellent reminder for it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, very good. This dude fucks right off.
Oh my god, that
Um,
turn undead. Holy
yeah.
shit.
These boys can't fly, so they crawl like over the edge of the thing here. And you hear like a splash of water and a scream, and then like the scraping of like sand moving. They
Ugh.
can't actually go into the water. I'm sorry, they're not disappeared. This boy also fucks off. He's gonna make it onto this little rock, and then get to here and get to here with his full dash. This thing flies and fucks off.
Bye, Gabby.
Bye.
Hi, Gabby. You're not as cool as Pidge.
This dude's dead, so they're out of initiative.
The surly
Ember.
Gortinet.
As a bonus action, I will pull my spiritual weapon over. That's as far as I can get it. The floating hammer that was near Cal but a moment ago flies into my hand, and I'm gonna try to hit her with it. I'm actually just hitting her with my regular hammer, but
Okay.
it's cooler if I say it the other way.
Yeah.
We are still frightened, right?
Anybody? Yeah. Sorry. If anybody was frightened, if you've had your turn, which should be everybody, you can roll to see if you are unfrightened.
What is that roll?
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Ah,
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Rainier passes. Laylis does not.
damn.
I had to expand it. My
Well,
fault.
actually, 1 second.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna do it.
Yeah. No bonk.
That is it for me. That was my
Okay.
bonus action to move my spiritual weapon, and I took an attack.
Okay. Very good. Merv, if you were frightened, you are still frightened. Okay. This guy, yeah, they're fucked off. For a whole minute. Okay. Rainier.
All right. I have an important question.
Mm-hmm.
So, holy water. As an action, splash the contents of this flask onto a creature within 5 feet or throw it up to 20 feet. Either case, make a ranged attack as an improvised weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds straightforward. Any thoughts for the fact that she's right in my face? Or I guess like under me maybe?
I mean, it's she's essentially like, you know, like her incorporeal form is like right on you. Like you won't
Mhm.
have advantage, disadvantage. It's like it says you can splash it within 5 feet, right?
Okay.
So you can splash it.
I
So
was
you can
worried
make it.
about ranged attack situation here when
Yeah,
she's
well,
right on me.
yeah. I mean, I would allow you to like just dump it on her. You know what I mean? Like, because it makes
Uh-huh.
sense here right there as well. So yeah.
Yeah, great.
I guess it's like either a strength or dex, you know, flat roll, right?
Improvised weapon, I think it's strength, but if you'll let me use dex, I'll happily take it.
I'll only use dex.
Holy water
Okay.
bandolier.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna look
so
it up right now. So whatever one is good.
okay. So the bandolier, like over the shoulder, with the bottles like at the side of the hip. His offhand for the crossbow just snags one of them, and as it comes loose from the leather strap, the cork pops, and he just like throws it over her and like himself, which would be that is not right. I don't have a weapon to make this roll easier. Ability check plus. Come on.
I think it's like if you just roll like a flat stat check, right?
Yeah, 1d4 because it's an attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then it would be also my proficiency because you're proficient in your own hands.
Well, doesn't the thing say improvised weapon? Like
Uh
you have to
oh,
be
yes, you're right.
improvised.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
So
that
yeah.
is a
it's
yeah,
17
-2,
or 18, yeah.
so 18.
Absolutely hits. Yeah.
Okay.
What's does it say the damage on the holy water?
2d6 radiant damage.
Hell yeah.
Oh, did you know there's a button for use flask of holy water?
Is there? Cool.
Cool shit.
Cool.
That's it for me. Is that
Uh,
2d6 radiant?
what's the? Sorry, I don't see the radiant damage.
Oh, I didn't roll it. That's
Yeah,
why.
7 radiant.
Respectable.
Hell yeah. Oops. Amazing. Excellent. She wails and screams as you see this water like burn like acid on her form.
That's it for me.
Okay. Laylis.
Well, can't really. We're just gonna back up right here and take a shot with a short bow if I can find it. Yes, and I have disadvantage for this. Correct.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot to target her.
And are you frightened? Is that why you're just? 'Cause I don't know who's frightened and who's not right now. So.
Everybody except for Basar and Rainier, from what I
Okay.
understand.
I believe so.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
No, friend, no ghost. Okay, that'll miss.
Okay, well, that is my turn, and then I'll just use my bonus action to have Bazaar try to bite her, because why not?
Okay, Basara takes a bite out of crime.
Where is Bazaar's page, and then bite?
My brain tried so hard to make some McGruff out of Basar.
Hmm.
Like Bagar. Magar.
Begraf.
Basar Magar.
Okay, yeah, Basar. She's a ghost. Snatches right through.
Yeah.
Okay. Dominic.
Gonna hit her with the sharp bow.
Okay. Are you frightened at all?
No.
Okay, then you have advantage because you're hidden.
Tight. 16.
16 hits.
Tight. Plus my fun little sneak attack. So 16 total.
16 total. Excellent. You see the arrow pass through. It doesn't punch a hole as wide as you think it should.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Okay, amazing. Okay, Murph.
It's a gamble, but I'm gonna try Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Let's see. Yep. Right about there should be fine. Aw, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's quick. She quick one.
I figured it was a gamble, but
All right.
and yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Very good. Okay, Miss Amelia. Okay. She's just fucking pissed at you, Rainier, for rebuking her. Um, she's going to reach out her hands and like one of her she reaches out a hand towards you and it like goes into your chest for a moment.
I'm going to use Blood Curse of the Eyeless and flare radiant light from my eyes. If this is an attack roll,
It is an attack roll.
then I'm going to use my reaction to reduce the attack by 3.
Okay, that causes it to miss. As
Fucking
like
yeah!
her arm her arm passes through you and like as the curse power runs through you like the radiant energy in your blood, the god's blood that you have rolling through, like her hand comes out almost burnt and on fire. Amazing. um
She hates me so much.
so fucking much. Amazing. um she's gonna just kind of slip over. Yeah, she's gonna slip over closer to Miss Ember. Oops, sorry. Cal, it's your turn though.
Oh, your poor sweet child will never see its mother again.
Oh my god.
Okay, let me roll her save. That's a fail.
And that's my turn.
Okay, amazing. She howls in anguish at that. These dude, like you can hear sand scratching off the side of the island. They are like they're as far as they can physically be moved currently.
It's turn 3.
This
Mhm.
guy moves
Yeah.
as far away as he can on his little rock.
7 turns.
They're gone. Ember.
All right. The floating spectral hammer will float past her and take a swing for my bonus action.
Definitely hits. Yowza. Okay.
Uh, for my action, I'm going to. I think I will. I will take the attack action again. I will swing with my magic hammer.
Okay.
Dom, I need you to get closer. That's only a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh.
On the hit, I would like to add Basar's his boost to melee impact.
Okay. What element is Basar currently?
Just a fire. So just
Fire.
an extra d6 for fire damage.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Yes. And roll.
Okay. Amazing. You see the fire burst out from the mace. It doesn't seem to affect her that much, but does affect her. Anything else, Ember?
Nope, that was my action and my bonus action.
Okay, cool. This person is sort of flying away screaming. Rainier.
Okay. I will just fire at disadvantage.
Okay. That hits.
All right. This will be the normal damage plus an additional d4.
In your element.
Okay. 15 total.
15. Yeah.
Excellent. You pierce her with that shot. I think I just injured Laylis.
I
Oops.
almost
Yep.
died. I almost died.
Yeah, I accidentally I clicked damage and then accidentally clicked off of dear Amelia.
Oh, I forgot that you have to target. My bad.
Yeah, no. You're fine. Okay. Do I have
Okay.
her? Okay, cool.
And
You pierce her with that bolt, and like you see like a breath of cold mist emanates from her mouth, and her face turns back to like that beautiful form again, and she goes, "Please, I just need to leave, please." Laylis, it's your turn.
okay. I would like to, well, first roll for the wisdom save. Do
Well, that's
not
at the
include.
end of your turn for frighten. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And then inventory, take a shot with a short bow. And I do have her selected. Yes, yes.
Okay, and you're
19 to hit.
yeah, and are you frightened?
Yes,
Okay, so
because
hit the attack button one more time.
1 second. There we go. I forgot to hit disadvantage on that.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
17.
Okay, you still hit.
Good. And then damage. Normal. 7
Okay.
damage.
Your bow sails past Rainier, like between Rainier and Ember, impacts into this ghost, and like she clutches her shoulder where the arrows impacted, and like it reaches forward towards you, Rainier, a hand like on your shoulder, slipping down your chest. She feels almost corporeal in this moment, and you see tears pouring out of her eyes, and she looks at you and says, "Why didn't you help?" And begins to fade and dissipate, and an arrow just thump, lands in the grass where she was. In that moment, you see the runes light up on each one of these stones here, glowing, glowing brighter and brighter, almost blindingly for a moment. You feel like a wash, a wave of energy fill the space here, and all the runes go dim at once. And the area lightens.
I'm gonna just go pick up my arrow real quick. And I don't
Excellent.
want to look back.
Combat comes to an end. Any ghost forms that were visible also dissipate as well. And you
Oh,
are on this island. There is still like fog around it, but
you think
something has changed.
you think the boatman's gonna be angry about this?
Probably.
I am so fucking tired. I would like to go to bed.
I mean, we're not going to bed on the island.
No.
Yeah, so the boatman's kind of the next
Thank you.
hurdle.
Thank you so much. I thought that thing was going to be the end of me. Excellent, unbelievable shot.
That was fucking crazy.
Amazing. Oh, dear. Oh, God, Laylis. Are you all right?
Mentally, no. Physically, I think I
I
might be
think
all
your
right.
arms are smaller. That's
Oh,
weird.
oh, you know you might be right. Where's it at? Where's it at? I will cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Dom is gonna sit down, and in the way that he always tries to contact spirits, he's gonna try and contact the ferryman. Hey, Mr. Ferryman, you still around?
You don't like get a response from where you are. Though in the lit now that like light has come, the boat is exactly where it is, with the
Oh,
ferryman
okay.
standing on it,
Tight.
which is on the shore to the north.
Well, yeah, okay. Fucking great job, everyone. I do think Rainer had the right of it. It's time to get the fuck out of here. Get some rest.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty here now, but yeah, we should go back.
Zoom, zoom.
Also, I think we have proven that I'm not the only one who's good with ghosts. Just about everybody here is.
I love
I
that
mean,
Veneer and Laylis like leap and slide down a cliff face.
Dom, that's patently untrue. You speak to ghosts in your own head like all the time. So,
Yeah, but those are ghosts that you can't see.
yeah, I think you whiffed this one.
Wait.
What?
Where did everyone go?
Oh, look,
How am I supposed to
I
get
just
down
raised
here?
my cross. I've raised my crossbow in the air so you can see us.
How the fuck?
We
Bev, come here.
wasted
Hold
no
my
time.
hand.
Yeah, hold on. I can make us fall slow. I don't know how to get up the other side though.
Can we slide down on our bellies?
Ooh,
Huh?
at the suggestion, Ember will do a like almost a flying dive into the sandbank to try to slide down.
Merv gets out a pan and just sits in
It's
the
not gonna
pan.
feel good.
Yeah, you tumble a bit, but you get to the bottom.
I
There's like there's sand all in the joints of the
I
armor.
get the fucking pan out of my mess kit. Just slide down on it. Sit on it. And fucking...
I give Ember like a 7 out of 10. Like, good jump. Didn't really stick the landing, but the jump was nice.
Nailed it.
I think you did great. Cal, I got nothing for you. You're gonna have to just kind of
All right.
lean back.
Cal will try and gingerly make his way down the.
You gingerly do. No one's asking to do like to like fully surf down this thing,
Right.
so you can make your way down.
Awesome.
Excellent. You all stand before the boat, and the ferrymen dressed in dark robes, their face still completely shadowed. The green lantern hanging on one end, again a soft amount of green light, small green amounts of smoke, slowly falling out and dissipating very quickly away from it. They address you and say, "The spirit is released."
Did we do the right thing?
Probably not.
Yes, we did.
I think on balance, probably, yeah. Like, a woman ain't trapped in a fucking circle anymore, so.
Would have liked to have
I,
gotten the name of her husband before this all went down. He sounds like a real asshole.
Like a real fucking dick.
Yeah, it's
they gesture towards the boat.
yeah. Get on the boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very well.
They begin using the pole to push away from the island into the fog of this place. Again, about roughly 30 minutes later, the boat emerges onto the shore of the pond where your campsite is, the fire still burning. The fire is low. Time has passed. It actually looks like, based on like the coals that have been burned, like maybe a few hours have actually passed here. Um, you step off the boat. The ferryman, uh, the ferryman reaches up and pulls their hood back, and their form becomes small as they do so, and they shrink to not that much taller than Merv. And you see a young boy, brown hair, human, kind of vacant eyes, skin very white, also a spirit here, and says, "You released my mother. Thank you."
You're quite welcome. As compensation, perhaps you'd be so kind as to share your father's name with us.
Give me a moment. um,
Also, that's a wonderful trick with the robe. I'd love if you'd share that with me.
as he finds the father's name, he reaches over and grabs hold of the lantern. And it's ornately designed, this lantern. Again, emanating a dim green kind of glow to it. Um, and with his hand holding it aloft, he holds it like out to you, Cal, since you are currently speaking to him.
Yeah, I'll take the lantern. Oh, very kind of you. It's beautiful, really.
Um, he says, "A gift for freeing her and freeing me. Our father, my father, Dildern Meadowdream. He was not a kind man.
Well, I am happy that you are freed and happy that you are away from him. What do you plan on doing now that you and your mother have been released?"
Uh, you see him like think for a moment and go, "I don't know. I don't think I'll remain here much longer." He looks at you and smiles, and you can see his form fading, the boat fading, the fog fading, and as it dissipates, you see just the normal shape of the pond as it is, the area around you exactly as it should be. And you stand with a mysterious lantern in your hand.
You deserve better.
Well, we did what we could.
Do you think we could have reunited them?
No,
Like,
we did the
if
right thing.
we
I
had
mean,
brought her here?
I mean, I like to think they're probably reunited now, and wherever it is people go.
this is better. Others have tried to help her. It
No,
has
yeah,
not
that's
worked.
Killed
that's
them
true.
too.
But that kid
What?
deserved better.
What's that lantern?
No, your guess is as good as mine. Well, actually, as from what I know, your guess is better than mine. It is beautiful, though.
I mean, I'm very interested in it, but I can't like snap my fingers and see what it does.
Yeah.
I can't snap my fingers, but if you give me a minute, I can tell you.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
You mean you think it does
I-
something beyond just shedding light and looking pretty?
It seems very magical, I think. It was held by a ghost boy. A ghost boat boy.
That is true. What if it makes us makes the
I
fog like
will.
he had?
That'd be pretty neat.
That'd be
We'll
a
find
pretty good
out.
trick.
I will cast Identify.
Lilith, do you need to lean on me?
No, but you are pretty cozy.
Oh, well.
It's very comforting. Bazaar likes it too.
Um, Ember, this is the Lantern of Eternal Night. It's a bullseye lantern, and deep within there is a black candle that is lit with a green flickering flame. This candle never runs out. It sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius, dim light for another 10 feet. It has a shutter that can be used to hide the light. The flame creates no heat and uses no oxygen, meaning it can be used in environments where fire could not be used.
Yeah, pretty neat. It'll keep burning. Not as bright as a normal lantern, but you know,
Oh, well.
it'll just keep burning.
That
Oh.
that is wonderful. I mean, I can do this, and I'll throw my dancing lights up again. So if anyone else who has difficulty with the darkness would care to hold on to the lantern, it is quite all right with me.
I mean, I can't see in the dark, and also I can only make like a coin glow, so
That is a fair point.
Rainer, how often can you do that trick with the glowing?
As long as I offer my life to it, then kind of until I die.
Would
Hmm.
holding this lantern get in the way of your shooting? Probably.
Well, let's see. And he looks at his belt for hooks and clips and things. Is there any way I could just hook it on my belt?
Fuck yeah.
That's a pretty fucking good look.
I mean, I think the color glow clashes with the yellow, but it's a pretty fucking cool look.
Yeah, I'll just hook the green lantern on my belt. I've got the white crossbow. I'm a fucking a beacon of hope, baby.
Hell yeah. In your inventory, you will find the Lantern of Eternal Night.
Also, as a technical question, it does produce a flame.
There is there's a black candle in the
Yeah,
center of it, and there is a green flame, but it cannot be shut down aside from like crazy magic stuff, right?
yeah, but if if it doesn't produce heat, it probably can't catch anything on fire because it's not actually like exothermic, I think.
Yeah, I would say this
Yeah,
can't light things on fire.
yeah,
Like it's magically illuminating, but
yeah.
you can you could pull this underwater again.
Uh-huh.
Any place where it's like we can't light a torch for some
Yeah,
reason,
I
this
was
would
working.
work fine.
I was working through the logistics. I'm like, I think this is like a not exothermic fire, meaning it's a cold fire, which means it's working like fire don't work,
Right.
which is very good.
The ghost flame. It is by best guesstimate roughly around midnight.
Oh God.
I need to go the fuck to sleep.
Shit. Here I go.
Ember, care to stay up for another 2 hours and regale me with tales of how you were able to frighten off nearly all of our combatants this evening?
How'd you do that?
I didn't do that. Was Warden.
She invoked the name of her
What? You just
god.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Are
not
you
hear
on
her?
the?
She shouted pretty loud.
Yeah, but like I
Slammed the
didn't know
hammer
you.
into the ground and everything.
I didn't know you could like be on that kind of terms with a god.
Can I fist bump Ember?
Like I knew you could do magic, but that one was like that one felt different. I think.
I mean, not magic in the traditional sense, but
Right.
uh, but yeah, I'm happy to stay up. I got
Well,
some cooking to do. I should make a little portable oven. That's what I
Well,
should do.
that would be pretty good. I'll help with that. I
I
think.
can definitely help you with the cooking, and I hold up my spoon.
If they're gonna do some cooking and staying up, can I not have a third shift?
Just gonna leave me alone on third shift. Seems like a
No,
good
I
idea.
assumed that since they were there, it was covered. But if they're not watching, that's fine too.
Well, no, I think we're talking about what would be the second shift.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Before I go to sleep, Amber, I feel like I should be thanking you, Amber. I should be thanking Ember. I should be thanking you for saving all our lives. I think with that God Connect thing there,
Yeah.
because there's a fucking lot of them, based off of screaming, and also the one that was like over me.
We all did our part.
Right, but you did a bigger one.
What I'm here for.
Right. I mean, just like thank you.
You're welcome. I go
Merv
the
goes
fuck to
back.
sleep.
Merv goes zip not zip buckles the tent closed.
You all make your watches, have your rests, your meals, and a long rest is achieved. In the morning, Laylis, though your sleep was very sorry, your any trance you took was a little restless. You felt very weakened from that fight. That ghost that touched you like pulled part of your strength out of you. In the morning, you find your strength is returned. So your strength goes back to 10.
Oh, thank God. Arms got shrunk. Yes.
We will pick up next session with the morning of the 14th of chess.
What are we
Real
supposed to be
quick,
there?
to be cheeky, last thing I'm gonna do on this particular day is hand a big britches brew and a red bog rum to Rainer, just in case I'm distracted later today or anything. You know? Just in case like later today I'm distracted.
Right.
Okay. Two weird bottles from
Do you want to put that in the
Merv.
chat